Hello friends, today we are going to see Karnaugh map method. Karnaugh map method is actually a simplification or reduction technique which is used for simplifying the Boolean equation. What is Boolean equation? It is the equation which is used for drawing the circuit, and that equation will be in the form of SOP form, that is sum of product form or product of sum form. So Karnaugh map method is another simplification method which is used for simplifying Boolean expression. So why we are requiring this Karnaugh map method? Actually, there is a disadvantage of your first method, that is your algebraic method, right? So in algebraic method, when we are simplifying the expression, Boolean expression using Boolean laws and De Morgan's theorems, so after simplification also we are not sure that whatever the simplified equation we got, that is further simplified or not. So that is the major disadvantage of your algebraic method. So to overcome that disadvantage of algebraic method, a new method was introduced, that is Karnaugh map method. So this Karnaugh map method overcomes the disadvantage of algebraic method. This Karnaugh map method is also called as K-map or graphical chart method. And this graphical chart consisted of what? Rectangular boxes. So now today we are going to see step by step process of Karnaugh map method, right? So actually in this Karnaugh map method we can easily simplify the Boolean expression consisted of 3 or 4 variables. So to simplify any Boolean expression consisted of 3 or 4 variables or up to 4 variables, there is a process, right? Or there is a process, or we can say steps which we have to follow. So step by step we will see what is the process. So first is what? You should know the structure, K-map structure. So, for example, if I want to simplify the Boolean expression consisted of 2 variables, then that time input will be 2. Since 2 variables are there, output will be 1. Combinations will be 2 to the power n. N is nothing but the number of inputs. So 2 to the power 2, that is 4 number of combinations are there. For 4 combinations, 4 outputs will be there. So how many outputs are there? 4 outputs. 4 combinations, 4 outputs will be there for 4 combinations, right? So in actually truth table we had seen input, output and combination. And what will be the range? That is 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. So 0 to 2 to the power n means 2 to the power 2, that means 4, minus 1 is 3, right? So when we are going to draw the truth table for this, so what will be the truth table? Here you can see that A and B, 2 inputs. I had taken 2 inputs, 1 output, that is Y, right? Now how many combinations? 4 combinations. 2 inputs, 4 combinations, 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So for these 4 combinations, what are the outputs? How many outputs will be there? 4 outputs, 0 1 1 0. I'll write any of these outputs, right? Now range will be 0 to 3. That means you can see that 0 0, this is the binary representation of decimal 0. 0 1 is the binary representation of decimal 1. 1 0 is the binary representation of decimal 2, and 1 1 is the binary representation of decimal 3. Right? So this is what range. So this is all the details of this truth table. Now I have to draw the structure for 2 variable K-map. Right? So the structure of K-map for 2 variables will be consisted of what? How many boxes? 4 boxes. How 4 boxes? Since we are having 4 combinations, and for 4 combinations we are having 4 outputs, right? So I will require 4 rectangular boxes. So this is the graphical chart consisted of rectangular boxes for 2 variables, right? So you can see that 4 boxes are there, right? Now you can see that 2 rows and 2 columns are there, right? So how to write this A and B, that is inputs to this graphical chart, right, or to this K map. So actually A and B are 2 numbers. Two numbers means 2 bits of a binary number, right? See, so this B will be a LSB bit and A will be a MSB bit, right? So while placing these inputs into the K map, start with MSB bit in the row side. So here I'll write A, and for a single input, how many combinations will be there? 2 combinations will be there, right? 2 to the power 1. That means 2 combinations will be there. So what are the 2 combinations? That may be 0 and that may be 1. For another, in column side, I'll write the LSB bit, that is B, right? For here also we are having 1 input, so that time how many combinations will be there? 2 to the power 1, that means 2 combinations will be there, that is 0 and 1. So this is what your KMAP for, or KMAP structure for 2 variables. Now I'll show the structure for 3 variable. For 3 variables. So now here you can see that how many inputs will be there? 3 inputs. Output will be 1. Any number of outputs may be there, but what we have to do, I'm just considering, so that's why only 1 output I'm considering, 1 output column actually, right? And now combinations for 3 inputs, how many combinations will be there? 2 to the power 3, that means 8 combinations will be there, right? And range will be 0 to 7. As per the formula, 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. So that is 0 to 7, right? Now how many combinations are there? 8 combinations are there. So how many outputs will be there for these 8 combinations? 8 outputs will be there. That means 2 to the power n combinations are there. 2 to the power n outputs will be there for this, right? So why, right? So for that, for 8 outputs, how many boxes I will require? 8 boxes I will require. So I had drawn this 8 boxes. Now number is what? Consisted of 3 bits, A, B and C, right? So here C is the LSB bit and A is the MSB bit, right? So always start with MSB bit, but here we are having 3 bits, right? So how many bits can be taken to the row side? So first see that how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. So how many inputs I can take from this 3 bits? Only 1 input I can take, since for 1 input 2 combinations are there. So 2 combinations are there, so that's why here 2 rows are available. So I can take only 1 bit as 1 MSB bit as an input to the row side. So its combinations will be 0 and next is 1, right? Now next is what? How many remaining bits are there? B, C. Can I take B and C both bits to the column side? Yes, since you can see that 4 columns are there, and for 2 inputs, how many combinations are there? 2 to the power 2. That means 4 combinations are there. So here 4 columns are there. So I can just write here 2 LSB bits, that is B and C, on the column side. So for 2 inputs, how many combinations? 4 combinations, that is 0, 0, 0, 1. Now what is the sequence of numbers, binary numbers? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Now you have to keep in mind that while placing this numbers onto the K map, then that time you have to keep in mind that in the adjacent numbers, these two are the adjacent numbers. So in the adjacent numbers, only one bit should vary, other bits should remain same, right? So here you can see that first bit is similar and second bit is varying. So that means in these two binary numbers, only one bit is varying, so they can be adjacent to each other. So that's why 0 0 and 0 1 can be adjacent to each other. Now I will check for 0 1 and 1 0 as per the binary sequence, right? So here you can see that both the bits are varying, but in K-map what we have to do, we have to place only a number adjacent to each other when they are varying in only one bit, right? And here more than one bit is varying, so they cannot be adjacent to each other. This can be adjacent, but these two cannot be adjacent to each other. Now what I'll do, I'll check for 0 1 and 1 1, right? So for this you can see that first bit is varying, but second bits are same in these two numbers, so they can be adjacent to each other. So this is, here I'll write 1 1. Now again one box is remaining, so what should be the number adjacent to 1 1? So then that time again I'll check for 1 1 and 1 0, right? So you can see that first bit is same and second bit is varying in this number, so they can be adjacent to each other. So I'll write 1 0 adjacent to 1 1, right? Now you will say why you had written 0 1 here. So here these two numbers are of only 1 bits, and 1 bit variation can be accepted in K-map, right? So that's why 0 and 1 can be adjacent to each other. So actually we are saying in K-map that we are using gray code sequence. So actually this is a gray code sequence. So since in gray code sequence 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0 is the sequence, so that's why this is the sequence of gray code. In binary sequence, how is the sequence? 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. But in gray code sequence is 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. That's why we say that K-map uses gray code, right? So this, like this, we can just draw a K-map for 3 variable. Now K-map structure for 4 variable. So how many inputs? 4 variable means 4 inputs are there. What are they? A, B, C, D, right? Output, I'll consider one output. Since what happens, number of outputs equal to number of K-maps and equal to number of equations we will get, right? So by default I am considering one output, right? As per your task or your question, the number of outputs may vary, right? So now combinations for 4 outputs is what? 2 to the power 4, that means 16 combinations, and range will be 0 to 15 minus 1, sorry 16 minus 1, that is 15, right? So 0 to 15 means what? Total 16 boxes rectangular boxes I will require, right? So for 16 combinations, 16 outputs will be calculated for this output, right? So for that I have to draw this K-map consisted of 16 boxes. Now what is my number? This is a 4-bit number, so this is LSB bit of this number and this is the MSB bit of this number. So again in row side start with your MSB bits. So here 4 rows are there, so how many 4 combinations are there? So 2 input means 4 combinations, so I will take 2 inputs A and B, right? And here 4 rows are there, 4 combinations we had done for these 2 inputs. Now column side is left, so for column side also 4 combinations are there, so that's why we can take 2 inputs which is LSB bits. So the sequence I have to write for, and we are using gray code sequence. The reason behind using gray code sequence is that the numbers should vary by only 1 bit, not more than that. The two adjacent numbers may vary by 1 bit only, not more than that, right? So that's why we are using gray code sequence, and the gray code sequence is 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. In row side also 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. So this is what your K-map structure for 4 variable. We can easily simplify Boolean expressions up to 3 or 4 variables using K-map, right? So we had seen 2 variable structure, 3 variable structure and 4 variable structure. So this is what K-map structure. Now step 2. This was your step 1, K-map structure. And step 2 is your mapping of truth table into K-map. So mapping of truth table into K-map. So just I'll draw a truth table consisted of 2 inputs. A and B is the input and Y is the output, right? This is what inputs and this is output. So for 2 inputs, how many combinations will be there? 4 combinations, 0 0 0 1 1 0 and now the last one is 1 1. So for example, I'll consider output as 0 0 1 1, right? So this is the output for this combinations. For A equal to 0 and B equal to 0, my output is 0. For A equal to 0 and B equal to 1 output, my output is 0. For A equal to 1 and B equal to 0 output, my output is 1. And for A equal to 1 and B equal to 1 output will be 1, right? So now I have to map this truth table in K-map. So how many combinations are there? 4 combinations. The number of combinations and the number of outputs and the number of boxes required is 2 to the power n, right? So here you can see that number of inputs are 2. So for that number of inputs, combinations will be combinations, output and your rectangular boxes. Required in K-map is equal to 2 to the power n, right? So 2 to the power n means 2 to the power 2, that means 4. So you can see that 4 combinations, 4 output for 4 combinations, and I will require 4 rectangular boxes in a K-map. So I had drawn here 4 boxes. Now A is the MSB bit, so I'll write to the row side, and B is the LSB bit, I'll write to the column side. Now I have to map this truth table into the K-map. Now first of all, I'll just write combinations of A, that is 0 and 1, B की combination 0 and 1. Now next is what I have to map this truth table into the K-map. So for A equal to 0 and B equal to 0, output is 0, right? Now A equal to 0 and B equal to 1, that means output is again 0. Now A equal to 1 and B equal to 0, then that time output is 1. And when A equal to 1 and B equal to 1, then output is 1. So here I had just mapped this truth table into the K-map. I'll just show you. So I had mapped this truth table into the K-map, right? For example, if I'm having a K-map of 3 inputs A, B and C, this is the MSB bit, this is the LSB bit, Y is the output. So for 3 inputs, how many combinations will be there? 8 combinations will be there. So these are the 8 combinations, and I'll write output for this. Right. So now for 8 boxes, 8 combinations, 8 outputs are there. So I'll require 8 boxes. Structure of K-map. So MSB bit I'll write here. 2 combinations are there. So for single input, we have 2 combinations. So that's why I had taken single input here to the row side. That and combinations are 0 and 1. And another 2 LSB bits I had taken to the column side, and combinations are 0 0 0 1. We are using gray code 1 1 and 1 0. Right? This is the sequence of gray code. Right? So now what we have to do, we have to map this output in the K-map, right? So for this, A equal to 0, B equal to 0 and C equal to 0, output is 0. So this output will be written in this box, right? Then next is A equal to 0, B equal to 0 and C equal to 1. That means output is 1 for this box. I'll write 1 in this box. Now next is A equal to 0, B equal to 1 and C equal to 0. So output is 1. So I'll write in this box. So this 1 will be mapped in this box. Now A equal to 0, B equal to 1 and C equal to 1. Output is 0. So I'll write here. So this will be mapped here. Right. Now next is what? A equal to 1, B equal to 0 and C equal to 0. Output is 0. So this output can be mapped here. Now next is A equal to 1 and B equal to 0 and C equal to 1. So output is 1. So this 1 will be mapped in this K-map right here. Now A equal to 1, B equal to 1 and B equal to C equal to 0. So 0 is the output. So for this box 0 is the output. Now A equal to 1, B equal to 1 and C equal to 1. My output is 1. So I will map this. So this is the steps for mapping truth table into K-map. Now third step after mapping the truth table into the K-map, next is what? Deriving the equation. Third step is to derive the equation from K-map. Equation may be in any of the form, that is sum of product form or product of sum form, right? So for deriving the equation from the K-map in SOP or POS form, there are some rules, and by following that rules we have to derive the equation in SOP or POS. So we'll see both the equations, that is SOP and POS, how to derive from K-map, right? So we are going to see the rules. So for example, if I want to derive the equation from K-map in SOP equation, then that time remember that groups should be formed of ones only. Like for example, if I am having a K-map of 4 rectangular boxes, that means it is a 2 variable K-map, right? So for example, you can see that here we are having only single one, right? So I want to form a group. So then that time you have to keep in mind that we have to form a group of only number of ones. A group should not contain 0, right? So here you can see in these 4 boxes only one single one is there. So then that time I have to form a group of this single one. I cannot form a group of 0 and 1. If I form a group of 0 and 1, then it is a wrong one, right? Then what is right one? So here for example, if I'm having these two as number of ones, so here now I can form a group of these two number of ones. Since in SOP equation we have to form a group of only number of ones, not zeros. A group should not contain 0. And rule for POS is totally opposite. Group should be formed of zeros only, right? That means a group for forming a POS equation should contain only zeros. This is a right one. This is a right one, right? And if just considered a K-map like this, so if I will form a group of this 0 and 1, then this time this is a wrong grouping, right? Now second, while forming a group of number of ones in SOP, then number of ones should be in same row or column, not in diagonal. For example, this is a K-map. So for this you can see that these two ones are in the same column, so I can form a group of these two ones, right? This is a right condition. If I want to form a group of again these two ones, so I can form a group of these two ones since they are in the same row, right? This is also a right condition. But if I want to form a group of these two ones, so it is a wrong condition, since a group can be formed in the same row or in the same column, not in diagonal, right? So that we have to keep in mind. The rule number 2 for POS equation is what? While forming a group of number of zeros in POS, then number of zeros should be in same row or column, not in diagonal. Same like this, like that only, right? So here you can see that these two zeros these two zeros are adjacent to each other, right, as well as are in the same column, so that's why I can form a group of these two zeros, right. But for column also, for row also same, right, and if they are in diagonal, so this is a wrong one, so that we have to keep in mind. And you notice that I had written here A and here A bar, right? Why so? Since in POS 0 means uncomplemented and 1 means complemented. Actually this is A and single input is there, that means two combinations will be there, that is 0 and 1. So 0 is uncomplemented, that's why A had taken uncomplemented, and 1 is complemented, so that's why here I had taken A bar. Same like this for 0 and 1, right? So for this also I had written the same thing. These two things you have to keep in mind. In SOP, 0 means complemented and 1 means uncomplemented, right? So these things we have to keep in mind. Now third rule, group size of number of ones should be of 2 number of ones, 4 number of ones, 8 number of ones, or 16 number of ones, except single one. Here group size of in POS equation of number of zeros, since here we have to form a group of zeros, so that group size should be of 2 number of zeros, 4 number of zeros, 8 number of zeros, or 16 number of zeros, except 1 number of 0, right? So if you see that 3 number of ones are in the, for example, I'll just tell you the example. You can see here that this is a 3 variable K map. So if these 3 ones are in the same row, so can we form a group of these 3 number of ones? No, we cannot form a group of 3 number of ones. Why so? Since the group size of number of ones should be of 2, 4, 8 or 16, and if we are not able to form a group of 2, 4, 8 or 16, then that time we have, and there is only single one, then we have to form a group of that single one, right? Now next is that, again I will show you another one. So here you can see that these 4 rows ones are in the same row and column, so that time we can form a group of these 4 ones, right? So this is a right one, right? In POS we have to form a group of number of zeros, so then also that time we have to we have to remember the rules of POS, since we have to form a group of number of zeros, right? So we can see that this 4 number of zeros are there, so we can form a group of this 4 number of zeros. So actually in POS equation, just see that this is A bar, this is 0, 1, right, and BC. So 2 literals are there in the column side, so B, in POS equation we are getting what? Some terms, right? So that's why B plus C, B plus C bar, B bar plus C bar, B bar plus C. Right? So this is what your POS equation, and this is the right one. Right? So we should not form a group of 3, 5, 6, 7 number of zeros or number of ones, right? Just we have to form a group of two number of ones, 4 number of ones, 8 number of ones, and or 16 number of ones, and except a single one, right? In SOP and in POS we have to form a group of zeros of 2 number of zeros, 4 number of zeros, 8 number of zeros, or 16 number of zeros, and not possible then of this size, then we have to form a group of single zero. Now next is that your fourth rule is that group size should be as large as possible. Right? That means what? For example, we are having a 3 variable K map. This is a K map for 3 variable. Right? So here what we have to do, we have to group number of ones. So you in this K map you can see that how many number of ones, 6 number of ones are there, right? So for this what we have to do, we have to group this 6 number of ones, right? But as per rule number 3, we cannot form a group of 6 number of ones. So either we have to form a group of 2, 4, 8 or 16. So here you can see that we can form a group of this 4 ones. Since 4 ones group is possible, so I will group this 4 number of ones since they are in the same row. Right? Now these 2 1 number of ones are remaining, so then that time you can form a group of number of ones again. So again if I'm going to form a group of this 2 number of ones, then that time what happen, I'll not get a simplified equation, right? So for that you can see that to these 2 ones are what, adjacent and in the same row and column. So that's why I will form a group of these 4 number of ones. So if I form this 4 number of ones as a group, then that time I'll get the simplified equation, right? For example, here again I will show you. In your mind, if it is like that, I'll form a group of these 2 ones, then these 2 ones, and these 2 ones, right? So you will get a equation, but that equation will not be in simplified form. And why we are using this K-map method? Since to get a simplified equation we are using this method, and our purpose of simplifying the getting the simplified equation will not be completed if by doing like this, right? So this is a wrong one. That's what he said, that while forming a group you should remember that as much as possible group size should be of large size, right? Like this, right? Then only you are going to get the simplified equation. Here group size should be as large as possible. Same thing will be applied, but only here that we have to form a group of number of zeros. For example, if all 8 are zeros in the K map, so then that time form a group of all these 8 zeros, right? So here we'll get the simplified equation, right? And for the same thing, if I formed a group of 4 zeros, if I form a group of these 4 zeros and another group of these 4 zeros, all the zeros, 8 zeros are included in any one of the group, right? That is right one. But what happened? The group size is not large, right? Since we can form a group of single 8 number of zeros, right? So but what we had done, we had formed two groups. So here we will not get a simplified equation compared to this grouping, right? So this is a wrong grouping, right? Then next condition is what? Each one in the K map should be involved in any of the group. For example, this is the K map I'm having, right? Now I want to group number of ones. So here you can see that these two ones are in the same row. Group size is of 2. So I will form a group of these two ones. So this is group 1, right? Now this single one is remaining, right? So shall I left this single one as it is? No, right? Since as per our rule, right, we have to cover everyone in the K map in any of the group, right? कोई भी ग्रुप में वो इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए. So if it is not possible a group of 2, 4, 8 or 16 number of ones, then that time I have to form a group of single one. So this is what group 2. Don't leave a single one, right? So that is the fifth rule, right? Here in each zero in the K map should be involved in any of the group. For example, this is a K map for 3 variables, and here we are having single zero in this K map. So shall I leave this zero without grouping, since we are not able to form a group of 2 number of zeros, 4 number of zeros, 8 number of zeros, 16 number of zeros? No. If the group of 2, 4, 8 or 16 number of zeros is not possible, then that time form a group of that single zero, right? But don't leave as it is. And if you left any of the zero in the K map without just including it in any of the group, then that time your equation which you are getting, that will be a wrong equation, right? Keep in mind that. This is rule number 5. Then now groups may overlap. Groups may overlap. So if I am forming a group So in SOP equation we have to group what? Number of ones. So while grouping you have to keep in mind that how many number of ones are there in this K map? 3 number of ones are there. So first of all what I'll do, I'll group what? This 2 number of ones. Since we cannot form a group of 3 number of ones, so I have to form a group of 2 number of ones. So I can see here that these 2 number of ones are in the same row, so I had formed a group of these 2 number of ones. Now this single one is remaining, right? So what can be done? So can I form the group of single number of 1? Yes, I can form a group of single number of 1, but before forming a group of single number of 1, check that whether that single one is having 1 in the same row or in the same column adjacent to it, right? So here you can see that to this one there is no single one in the same row adjacent to it, right? But in the same column it is having 1, right, adjacent to it. So I can just form a group with that adjacent one. So you will say that here this one is already involved in this group. So can we involve that same one in this group? Yes. So here groups may overlap, right? A single number of 1 may be involved, or any number of ones may be involved in or overlapped in number of groups, right? So that is the main. Also groups may overlap. So in POS equation we have to form a group of number of zeros. So here you can see that these two number of zeros are in the same column, so I can form a group of these two number of zeros, right? After that this 0 is remaining, so can I form a group of this single 0? I can form a group of this single 0, but before that I have to check whether this remaining 0 is having adjacent 0 to it in the same row or in the same column. In same column it don't have, but in the same row it has, so I can form a group of these two number of zeros, right? Since the main concern is that group size should be as large as possible, right? As your group size is large, your term which we are getting in POS equation, that is sum term, right, that will be in the reduced form, right? So it will include less number of inputs or literals, right? So that is the basic thing behind this, right? So that's why overlapping of groups can be done, right? Then rule number 7, groups may wrap around the table. For example, this is a K-map. Right, now in this K-map I have to form a group of number of 1 since it is a SOP equation, right? So here you can see that 4 number of 1s are there in this K-map. So shall I group this into 2 number of 1s, 2 number of 1s? I can group this 2 number of 1s, 2 number of 1s, but before that you have to be clear with this rule number 7, right? So if I wrap this table in a circle, then that time this column and this column will be adjacent to each other, right? So that time I can form a group of this 4 number of 1s. For rows also same thing. I have to draw for that 16 boxes K-map, and in 16 boxes K-map now if I wrap this table, if I won't wrap this table, then I can form a group of these 4 number of 1s and this 4 number of 1s. That means I will get 2 groups of four number of ones, right? But that time this equation which I get from this K-map, that will not be in the simplified form. So since there is a rule, that is rule number 7, that the table may be wrapped in row also or in column also. So in this you can see that if I wrap this table like this, then that time this two rows will be adjacent to each other, and that time you can see that this 4 number of ones and this 4 number of ones are adjacent to each other. So that time I can form a group of this 8 number of ones, right? And I will get a single group. So that is rule number 7, right? Here also groups may wrap around the table. So only instead of ones we have to form a group of zeros, right? Just I will show for one only. I will directly draw a table of 16 boxes. So this is here K-map for POS expression. Now I have to group, right? So here you can see that how many number of zeros are there. 12 number of zeros are there, and I have to form just a group, and each zero in this K-map should be involved in any of the group. So here you can see that these 4 zeros and these 4 zeros, if I wrap this sheet, right, so then that time they will be adjacent to each other, right? So I can form a group of this 8 zeros, right? Now you can see that the four zeros are left, right? These two and these two. So you can see that to this these two zeros are adjacent. So I can form a group of these 4 zeros. These 2 zeros are left, so I can form a group of these 4 zeros, right? Since overlapping is possible, but that time if I group like that, so this is what group number 1, right? If I form the group of these 4 ones, so that is group number 2, and if I group this 4 number of zeros, then that time that will be group 3. That means in the POS equation we will get 3 groups, right? That means 3 sum terms I will get, right? So instead of that you can see that if I form a group of this 2 0 with this 2 0, since this, if I wrap this table, then that time this will be adjacent to each other, and I can form a group of this 4, this 2 and this 2, right? Then that time I'll get only 2 groups. First group is of 8 number of zeros, and second group is of this 4 number of zeros. So this time this is the correct equation, correct grouping I can say, right? Since here what we had done, we had just formed a group of zeros, and all the groups are involved in any of the group, right? And here the terms, some terms which we are getting, that is less number of some terms I am getting it, right? So that's why this is the way of grouping number of zeros in just we can say K-map in POS equation. Last 8th rule, that is try to form as less as number of groups of ones, since it is a K-map, right? So here as actual you can see that if I form a group of these 4 ones and these 4 ones, then that time I'll get a group of 2 2 4 number of ones. There I will get what? 2 groups which consisted of 4 number of ones. So that means in that equation I will get 2 product terms, right? If I will form a group of 2. But here what I had done, I had tried to form a less number of groups. So what I had done, this 4 ones and these 4 ones, if I wrap the table, then that time they will be adjacent to each other. That's why I had formed a group of single 8 number of ones, right? So जितना आपका बड़ा ग्रुप रहेगा उतना आपको कम से कम ग्रुप फॉर्म करने पड़ेंगे, right? So here instead of 2 groups I had formed only single group of large size. So उससे क्या हो जाएगा, आपका जो इक्वेशन रहेगा वो सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म में रहेगा. Here also 8th rule is what? Try to form as less as number of groups of zeros, right? So here also I just told you that if I form a group of this 8 number of zeros, this 4 number of zeros and this 4 number of zeros, then that time I'll have 3 groups. But instead of that, what I had done, I had just wrapped the sheet row wise. Then that time these 4 zeros and these 4 zeros are adjacent to each other, right? So that is what your first group. Then second group, while forming a second group, what we had done, we had just formed a group of this 2 zeros, but this is the wrong one. Again we can form a group of these 4 zeros with these 4 zeros. That means the size of the group will be large, right? So that is the most important thing we have to keep in mind while forming groups, right? That's all.